Good morning, everyone. Dana with the OT Guide. So today I'm going to talk about tantruming, specifically what to do when your child is mid-tantrum and how to stop that tantrum in its tracks. Check it out. So step one, the first thing you do when your child is tantruming is you figure out the purpose of the tantrum. Why is my child doing this? What are they trying to accomplish from this? Check out the 4 reasons why your child might be tantruming. So the first reason they're tantruming could be they want to get something, they want a cookie, they want to play a game, and you're not having any of it. The second reason is they're trying to avoid something. They don't want it to be bath time yet. They don't want to go to bed. The third reason is for attention. Maybe caregivers are off doing something and your little one is just seeking to get attention from everyone. And then the final reason is there's a biological or sensory purpose to it. Maybe they're experiencing sensory overload. The environment is too stimulating. Maybe they are tired and they haven't had enough sleep the night before. So those are the 4 reasons why your child could be tantruming. Once you figure out the reason they're tantruming, then you can identify the appropriate solution. Check out the solutions here. If your child is tantruming because they want to get something, they want a cookie, do not give in to that tantrum. Ignore it, okay? If you give in, that reinforces them. And I want you to go flat affect. Do not negatively enforce. Don't tell them to stop. Just completely ignore it if your child is tantruming to get something, and do not give in. If your child is tantruming to avoid something, they don't want it to be bath time yet. Do not let them avoid the thing they're trying to avoid. You can say something like, time for bath. You can go to bath or mom can help. If they don't go to bath, that's when you pick your child up and you carry them to the bath. Again, do not let them avoid the thing they're trying to avoid. That will have them tantrum every time they don't want to do something. Tantruming for attention. If your child is tantruming because they want attention, do not provide them with attention when they're tantruming. Completely ignore them. Once they calm down, then I want you to overload them with positive attention. I want you to say things like, nice job for calming yourself down. I love seeing that. And I want to make sure that you're providing attention when your child is acting in a positive manner, as opposed to providing them with attention when they're acting in a negative way. And then finally, if your child is tantruming because they're hungry or tired, or they're in an environment that's overwhelming for them, you need to figure out what that is and you need to remove the trigger. So if they're tired, I don't want you to give into the tantrum or anything, but I want you to do is blank face, pick them up and take them for nap time. If the environment is too much for them, again, pick them up and remove them from the environment. It's going to require you to be a little bit of a social detective to figure out, okay, what is really bothering my child? But again, removing that negative trigger. So those are the solutions. So the moral of the story is this. Parents, I want you to resist the urge to stop the tantrum by just giving into your child's needs, because this will reinforce tantruming and your child will tantrum for many more years if you take this method. Instead, what I want you to do is I want you to figure out, why is my child tantruming? What is the purpose of this tantrum? And then from there, we can go about the appropriate solution. So now what I want to do is I want to go over a couple common case study scenarios and go over the appropriate solution. You're walking down the aisles of a grocery store. Your child eyes a piece of candy they want. You don't get it for them. They throw themselves on the floor and start screaming and you are mortified. Step 1, you think to yourself, why is my child tantruming? They want to gain something. They want the candy. Step 2, you think of the solution. If they're tantruming to gain something, I don't let them gain that thing. So there are a couple solutions here. You can wait a couple of seconds, see if your child calms down and continue your grocery shop, or you can pick your child up, take them to the car, see if they calm down in a couple of minutes. If they do, re-enter the grocery store. Or most likely your child is going to throw a fit for an extended period of time. And the best solution is to leave the grocery store and return at a later date when your child is no longer crying. Reminder, never give them what they're crying for. Never give in to the demands of the tantrum. If you come back and your child's in a great mood and your child doesn't tantrum for anything, then you can possibly buy them the piece of candy. But never buy them that piece of candy if they're throwing a fit for it. Your child is watching a movie and it is time for them to transition to bedtime and they throw a big tantrum because they do not want it to be bedtime. You think to yourself, what is the problem? Why are they tantruming? What is the purpose here? It's for avoidance. And then you think, okay, what's the solution for avoidance? Do not let them tantrum to avoid. Make them do the activity they are trying to avoid so it doesn't reinforce the tantruming. So you think, okay, the solution is, if they're already mid-tantrum, to grab their hand and walk them to bed, or if necessary, pick them up and carry them to bed. Again, not letting them use tantruming to get out of the activity that they must do. I hope this video was helpful. Again, this video is all about what to do when your child is mid-tantrum. So they're already on the floor screaming. They're past the point of reasoning with them. In another video, I will go over strategies to avoid a tantrum. But anyway, if you like what you guys saw here today, please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Let me know what strategies work best for you and your little one. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye.